Sydney Darkblood, this is take 666. I tell a lie, it's probably just take 34. Anyhow, today we'll be talking about me, but my creator is a raving lunatic with a scattered brain, so we can't get a single take solid. We will try this again. I was born in the summer of 2005, and I am 35 years old. I know, that's wrong. I was 35 years old. Actually, I had no age when I was born. Simeona hadn't created my story yet. We're hearing this all for the first time too, bear with us. She's a raving lunatic, I tell you. She used to have 5 personalities. I was just fortunate enough not to become one of them. And yet, here I am. The accent is fake. I want to say it's Welsh, but I have no clue. We're making this up as we go. Anyhow, she created me because she wanted to write deeply disturbing stories that she couldn't bear to associate her real name with. Personally, I rather enjoy them. I've written a number of stories for her over the years. Not one of them has been published. We're still having a bit of a problem in that area. But as New Order would say, it's never enough until your heart stops beating. That came out of left field. What are you smoking, Signora? Oh, she's been drinking. The first story I wrote for her was rather a short novel. I thoroughly enjoyed writing it, but it's due for a rewrite. We were still learning how to write properly in that day, so there's far too many hiccups in it that need to be fixed. Anyhow, the story was called Blood in the Cradle. Catchy title, I know. And it was about a 6-year-old child with telekinesis who happened to be an axe murderer and tended to drink the blood of his victims. You can see why Simeona did not want her own name associated with that, but I think we've just spoiled that bit. It was fun, but yeah. Next, I wrote a story for a science fiction story about the world ending in an age that was entirely dependent on computers. It was called Error System Failure. We are currently in the process of rewriting that one. It is now called All Fall Down, and is a cyberpunk narrative. That's rather a joy to write as well. See, what else have we written? Can't think of it at the moment, but that's not important. Oh, yes, thank you. We wrote a flash fiction story a few years ago entitled A Bad Night for Swimming, wherein a character named Bryce, just Bryce, decided to take a late night swim in the deep ocean and was attacked and killed by a giant squid. We tried submitting that to a few different publications, but the feedback we got on it seemed to indicate that it either needed to be lengthened or simplified. So we recently rewrote that one as well. It is now called Overboard. Similar premise, but the man falls off of a cruise ship instead. There's no detailed story behind it. It's 737 words long, and it just ends with him being attacked by a giant squid and dying. Keep it simple. For those of you who don't know what a flash fiction is, it's an extremely short story. So, yeah. I probably didn't need to explain that, did I? But there you have it. Now you know. Why are we talking about me? The story is actually quite boring now that I hear it. Yours is much more interesting. For those of you who don't know Simona that well, she's a transvestite. Put the knife down. She's also highly addicted to caffeine and mead. I'm serious, put it down. She has a bachelor's in English literature. Rather useless in this day and age, but she chose to pursue it. She's had no job for the last 5 years. Put it down. I've got to go. She's about to murder me. Well, we've had a bit of a scuffle, folks. Simona stabbed me in the face a couple of times with a 7-inch dagger. Stabbed me in the chest and groin with the stiletto. The stabbing weapon, not the shoe. Though she has a couple of pairs of those as well. I got better though. Finally managed to wrestle her back into a straitjacket where she belongs. Shot her up with a few clinical drugs, nothing illegal. So she's flying pretty high right now. She's in a special place with Jensen Ackles and Keanu Reeves. She's looking rather tasty, I must say. I'll be off now, folks. Got me a present to unwrap. Cheerio. See you next time.